Sun pirates, what is your profession? Yo, peoples! Kyushu92 here with yet another One Piece chapter reaction and review. We're finally off of break from that big old bombshell of a chapter, the last one, Bad End Musical. And now we get to find out what happens next with chapter 901, Even If You Die, Don't Die. And I'm reading this from www.readOnePiece.com. So if some things are messed up in translation, then it's because I'm not reading the usual manga stream version. So, on the cover page, Tales of the Self-Proclaimed Straw Hat Grand Pirate, Grand Fleet Volume 32, Harudin Arc. On the deserters list of Buggy's Delivery, the new giant warrior pirates Dr. Girth. Female giant. And not only that, this has to be the first female giant, not counting Big Mom, because I think she's just an abnormally large human. But this might be the first named female giant. We've seen a female giant before. She was part of the Marines' giant squad, but she's never been named. The only ones that we've seen named was John Giant, Rons, and LaCroix. So, this is the first female giant I would like to... No. What about Lilia Stomach? But she's able to change her size with a devil fruit. So, this is the first... Well, so this might be actually the second female giant that we've seen that's actually been named. So, we have Lilia Stomach and now Girth. And she's a doctor, but she got a giant axe, though. It looks like Kratos' axe from God of War. Oh, I cannot wait to play that game. Alright, moving on. What happens? After her meal, Puff Silence, Mama! Mama! Master Perros Pero. And she's literally just out. And Big Mom has regained all of her weight. Mama is returning back to normal. What a cake. I've never seen Mama with such a euphoric expression before, Perrodin. Why is he singing this? Mama, you're the captain, so I guess I'll report the current situation to you. First of all, Beige's crew should still be nearby. Blissful. She is still awestruck by the cake. On Cackle Island, and then we have the Shanter smiling. But what happened? What happened to the Straw Hat ship? Okay, they're all looking surprised. Wait. Hey, that's not right. That's not the Straw Hat ship. Yes! Yes! It wasn't the Sunny. Thank you, Oda. Okay, that's not the Straw Hat ship. Huh? And everyone's looking surprised. It's the Sun Pirate ship. When did they... The Straw Hat Pirates disappeared. Yo! Wadatsumi coming in for that clutch! He got the Sunny in his mouth. Woo! Yo! Hurry, Wadatsumi. Carry them away as far as you can. Is this really okay? That's the legendary ship that Fisher Tiger built himself. It doesn't matter. Hurry! We don't have time. Hot. Wow. And they're pulling everyone down into his mouth. What? What's going on? Yeah! Time to escape. They're in the sea. I was wondering what I saw before, but... Oh, wait, that's Smoothie. They're in the sea. I was wondering what I saw before, but... It was just that big monster's hand. All fleets, turn around! Where are we? We're inside Wadatsumi's mouth. Hot sea? Oh, yo, what is he? Yo, what is Oven doing? Hot sea torpedo. Kanji reads as thousands come to Atami. Atami means hot ocean, and is the name of a Japanese city on the steep slopes of a partially submerged volcanic caldera. Yo! He just put his hands in the ocean, and now, like, these tendrils of heat is literally finding its way to Wadatsumi, and one literally pierced through his body. Not, like, physically, but you know how, like, intangibly, if that's even a word, intangibly. I'm gonna work on that word later. As if I'd let you get away, you fish man. And it causes Wadatsumi to come up to the surface and spit out the sunny, "It's hot!" And then you see everyone flying through the air, and Wadakichi.
Get out of here, you guys! Straw Hat, I did bad things on Fishman Island. I'm sorry. Then I was taken in by Boss Jinbei. Even though I did all those things, for that, I am so thankful.
Out of my way, Umibozu. Oh.
Hat! The moment we decided to come help Big Boss and Straw Hat is when we made up our minds.
Oh, snap. Oh, wow, we're getting flashback. Yo, Wadatsumi actually redeeming himself from the events of Fishman Island. Mama is this. Then we have Charlotte Praline. Really hope my nose isn't bleeding. Not for this chapter. I think I'm good.
Mama is the type of person that wouldn't kill anybody who tries to leave this country. Sha.
In other words, all we can do is act as Captain Jinbei's shield and die in the process.
Yeah, we can't all die. Somebody has to live to tell the tale.
That makes sense. I won't blame anybody who wants to escape, but for those who want to stay, prepare yourselves. Man, why is it dusty in my room? I just dusted. My apologies. I won't let them delay Jinbei's departure on his new voyage. I won't let them delay Jinbei's departure on his new voyage.
Yeah! Everyone made up their minds.
Stand down, Wadatsumi. What is he doing? Yo! The Sun Pirates coming out of the ocean like they 300 Spartans. Aladdin, everyone. Run away, Jinbei. You too, Straw Hats. We wish you a safe voyage. Yo, all the fishmen are standing up against them. And then you have all these panels of them about to clash with one another. You got the Big Mom Pirates on one side saying, "Prepare to attack," although it's wordless panels. And then you have the Sun Pirates literally glaring them down, including Praline as well. And then they clash. Aladdin versus Oven. Okay, hold on. I need to zoom in this page a little. A sail ship becomes vulnerable when flooded. Quick, remove all the water. A sail ship becomes vulnerable when flooded. Quick, remove all the water. I hope they said that right. The ship is becoming heavier and heavier. Patch the holes in the sail so they're able to catch the wind. Work together. Escape at the fastest speed possible. It will still take a few hours for you to get out of Big Mom's territory. What are you saying? Jinbei? What's the explanation for? Luffy, I can't leave them behind. Alright, I understand. Then they're guarding our rear to help the ship escape. We've made it this far, but if the flagship and fleet continue to chase us, we won't be able to make it out. The rear guard, please leave it to me. Jinbei, what are you doing? Sorry if my face doesn't look light enough because that one glare from the top of my window that I can't block is just right there. Hold on, maybe if I slide up it might help. We will succeed and come back alive. Don't forget, Jinbei, I am your captain now. Yo, Jinbei is official Straw Hats. We'll escape, but will wait for you at Wano. You must come. Yo, Luffy standing right there, bloodied, beaten, and bandaged. Will wait for you at Wano. You must come. Luffy, I can't thank you enough. Even if you die, don't die. If they hurt you, hurt them back. If you die, walk it off. Yo, that's some Captain America level lines right there. At sea, Big Mom's side. Who is that? Jinbei and Germa 66. And that Straw Hat Boy is still alive on Keko Island. Yes, he's alive, but there's nowhere for him to run anymore. If he's really still alive, then I'm going there. I'll steal his soul and use it to create powerful homies to serve me. Ma. She's up, and she's on a big, giant, derpy-looking candy creature of some kind, because she doesn't have Zeus, and Prometheus is a bit small right now. But she's on her way back. And then we got Beige. We barely made it. Life isn't all bitter experiences after all. Now we can escape without any trouble at our own pace. I'm worried about Jamarero. Shut it. And then you got Chiffon just looking off in the distance, just wondering what will happen to the Straw Hats. Okay, Nami, sail as fast as possible and as far away as possible. When a fishman becomes serious, they can change even sea currents. Okay, I understand. Amazing, the sea is... Seriously? You're underestimating us. That isn't true, brother. Everyone has to survive, so that you can all send me off. Jinbei is staying at the rear and Straw Hat is making his escape. They're preventing the fleet from moving. What is going on? We're going to lose sight of the ship. That's right. Oh, wait. Who is that? Who? Oh, snap. That's Morgan's. That's right. Escape, Straw Hat. You sound like you're on his side. I am. Straw Hat is a prime candidate, after all. Here's what I think, Stussy. Among those recently referred to as the worst generation, one of them will rise to be the next pirate king. A declaration. Chapter 901 end. Yo! So, Stussy and Big News Morgans have pretty much escaped right now. They're on what looks like some sort of flying vessel that... Either they're on the flying vessel, or it looks like they're on the ship, but they also have... What is that? What sort of vehicle is that? Because it looks like there's a bunch of news crews holding it up. Like James and the Giant Peach and the Birds. But that's what it looks like to me. But we now know that Stussy and Morgans have made it out. And Morgans is just... Oh, okay, let's start at the beginning. Okay, firstly... We now know that the Sunny has not been destroyed in front of the Shanter. It was actually the Sun Pirate ship that was destroyed. And Wadatsumi, using his giant size, managed to save everyone on the Sunny and submerge and put everyone in his mouth, including the Sunny. Which means that Wadatsumi is a big joker for him to be able to hold the Sunny and everyone else in his mouth. I knew he was big before, but big enough for him to hold the Sunny in his mouth completely, along with everyone? Yeah, he big. And then we find out that he is pretty much thankful for Jinbei allowing him to help them all those times. And he even apologizes for all the bad things that he did on Fishman Island when he was working under Hody Jones. And in the process, he also gets burned by Oven with... What is it? Hot sea torpedo or hot ocean torpedo. And he has to spit them back out again. But it is at that moment, like when everything seems dire and everyone's about to open fire on him, that you see the Sun Pirates just rise out of the ocean. And I'm skipping over the fact that Big Mom has completely finished the cake. She has regained her size, and she starts to make her way back to where the Straw Hats are. But we see the Sun Pirates rise out of the ocean like 300 Spartans. And they're all prepared to fight the Big Mom Pirates, Praline included, which is one of Big Mom's own daughters. And they're all prepared to defend Jinbei so that they can get away, even though the Sunny has taken a little bit of damage. Like in the last panel, you see like a hole in the sail, in the front sail of the Sunny. And everyone is preparing to do battle. Then you see Aladdin do battle with Oven, and everyone's fighting. And as this is happening, Jinbei is just wondering, like, I can't let them die like this. I need to go help them. And Luffy's all like, they did this so that they could help us. But he says he can't let his friends die. So he'll be the rear guard. And he's letting Nami and the rest of them know that you need to get away from here, because when a fishman gets serious, they can change even sea currents. So my thing is, what is about to happen? Because in the last panel, all you see is just a giant, massive you see big torrents of waves just in between both the Sunny and the Big Mom Pirates, including the Shanter as well. And it just makes me think, what is the full extent of Fishman Karate? We've seen it being able to launch someone as big and as tough as Big Mom right off the side of the ship and almost into the ocean if it wasn't for Zeus. But what can a fishman do when he goes all out? Like, we've seen it controlled. Like, Jinbei is a perfect example of this. But what happens when a fishman goes all out and when he's fighting in the ocean? There has to be a higher level than Gyojin Karate Ogi. Are we going to see some high levels of fishman karate and fishman jujitsu? Where we literally see the ocean change shape, like the entire ocean. Not just parts of it like ocean current shoulder throw, but the entire portions of the ocean. But Luffy says that we understand. Hold on, I gotta scroll back up so I can say these right. Okay. Where it says, alright, I can't leave them behind, Jinbei says. Alright, I understand them also. Then they're guarding our rear to help the ship escape. So Luffy actually wants to try and help them, but Jinbei reaffirms that they're just guarding behind us so that we can actually escape. The rear guard, please leave it to me. We will succeed and come back alive. And then Luffy reminds them, don't forget, Jinbei, I'm your captain now. So we'll meet up back on Wano. So you gotta come. So come back alive. Even if you die, don't die. So after that's been taken care of, we see an image of Big Mom, and she's completely back to her senses, which makes her all the more dangerous. She was dangerous before because she was bent on eating this cake, and she went literally countless hours in her food craze, the longest that everyone has ever seen, and she was not in her right mind with solely thinking about that cake, which also saved Pero's Pero, because if that cake was not there, or if that cake was poison, she was going to kill him on the spot. So it was because of Sanji that Peros is alive. So she's regained her senses. She now knows that Jinbei and Germa Double Six have double-crossed her. Germa and Double Six have double-crossed her. And now she's making her, and that Straw Hat is still alive. So she's making her way back to where they are. Oh wow, this chapter is getting crazy. Big Mom's awake and conscious. The cake has been eaten. The Sun Pirates are defending the Straw Hats, and Jinbei is about to go help them. No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. I will not sneeze. I will not sneeze. It is powerful, but I can't help it. Okay, I'm good. And then we have Capone along with Chiffon sailing away. Well, preparing to sail away so that they can slip out unnoticed. And then we see Stussy and Morgan. And it looks like they're on like some sort of flying ship. It would look like, but at the same time I can't tell. It looks like they're flying using different types of birds to lift it up, like a flying ship of some kind. Because in one panel, I see them with a whole bunch of birds underneath some sort of flying structure. And in the panel underneath that, I see sails. So it makes me wonder if they're being held up by those birds. And is that how Big News Morgans gets around? It would be, for him to be a news reporter, it'll be like their version of a helicopter, like a news helicopter. So that way he can report on all news from all angles. That makes perfect sense. I'm going to go with that angle. And then he says that I'm rooting for Straw Hat. I am. And then okay, so firstly he says, Jinbei is staying at the rear and Straw Hat is making it his escape. They're preventing the fleet from moving. We're going to lose sight of the ship. That's right, escape, Straw Hat. You sound like you're on his side. So all this is going on, and Big News Morgans, one of the big names of the world of the underground, and also the head of the News Crew system, is rooting for Straw Hat. That's right, escape, Straw Hat. And Stussy's wondering, like, you sound like you're on his side. I am. Straw Hat is a prime candidate after all. Here's what I think, Stussy. Among those recently referred to as the worst generation, one of them will rise to be the next Pirate King. Yeah, and the look in his eyes is like, I bet my money on Straw Hat. So, a declaration, and that's the end of the chapter. Hopefully I didn't repeat too much of the same thing, but this was a good chapter. The Sun Pirates rising like 300 Spartans. Big Mom is back to her senses. Luffy telling Jinbei to come back alive. Even if you die, don't die. And meet us at Wano. And then we have Big News Morgans and Stussy making their great escape with Morgans pretty much just saying that among all of those of the worst generation, my money's on Straw Hat. One of them will rise to be the next Pirate King. So he has his eyes on Luffy, though it could be that Luffy has piqued his interest. So I won't say that he's put all of his chips in on Luffy, but that Luffy has pretty much, well, as I said, piqued his interest, and he now has his eye on Luffy as a point of interest. So that was chapter 901, and I thought this was a very good chapter. I would say it was like, I want to say 8, maybe 9 out of 10. I thought this was a really good chapter, especially one for us to come back from break from, because I say 8 and 9 out of 10 because we now know the Sunny's alive and the Straw Hats are okay. Of course they were going to be okay. There was no doubt in my mind. I said in my last video that I was going to remain optimistic, that they were going to come out just fine. And look at that. My affirmations were confirmed. So, hope you all enjoyed. I cannot wait to see you in the next video. Have a fantastic day. We are on our way to 500 subscribers and then 1,000 after that. Have a fantastic day. I will see you all in the next video. So, once again, as always, later, peoples!